Hello everyone, in my last video I have discussed the problem related to your complementary angle for your trigonometric ratio, and today in this video we'll be learning about trigonometric identity relation. We'll be learning about your identity relation. Now how those identity relation has been derived. So I will be deriving those identity relations. There are three identity relations. So we'll be deriving those identity relations and we'll be using those formula in solving your problem. So let's see how to derive those three identity relation. In order to derive your three identity relation, first what we'll be doing is that we'll consider our right angle triangle. Suppose this is your right angle triangle. Whenever I say right angle triangle, there is a hypotenuse, there is a base, there is a perpendicular. Let me put my theta here. So this become your right angle triangle. Whenever I say right angle triangle, what is coming in your mind? You will be thinking about your Pythagoras theorem. So what is your Pythagoras theorem? Your Pythagoras theorem is what? H square is equal to b square plus b square. This is your Pythagoras theorem. Now, I will be using my trigonometric ratio here. Trigonometric ratio means sin theta. Sin theta is b by h, cos theta is b by h. So, I will be using all those ratios. So, in order to use all those ratios, now what I have to do in order to get those identity relation? First, what I will be doing is that out here, I'll be dividing by h square. So it will become how much? H square by h square is equal to b square by h square plus b square by h square. So I am dividing by h square. So this and this will cancel. So how much you got? You got 1 equal to, this is what? b by h whole thing square plus b by h whole thing square. So you got this. Is it okay? So you got this. Now, next line, what is going to happen? 1 equal to how much? What is p by h? Perpendicular by how? Hypotenuse. That is your sin theta. So this will become sin square theta. And what is b by h? Cos theta. So this will become cos square theta. So what is your first identity relation? This is your first identity relation. This is your first identity relation. It can also be written as sin square theta plus cos square theta. It is equal to 1. So this is your first identity relation. So we have got our first identity relation. So now from this identity relation, you will be getting two more identity relation from here only. That is the combination of that has come from this formula only. So what I'll be doing is that, what will be your cos square theta? Cos square theta is what? 1 minus sin square theta. And from here only, what will be your sin square theta? It is 1 minus cos square theta. So this is how you got your first identity relation. And from the first you can get the next two. This is the combination from here only. So what will be the next identity relation and how to get the next identity relation? Now from here, what I will do is that I will be dividing, okay, let me write down the formula, okay? Formula for your Pythagoras theorem. H square equal to p square plus b square. Now here I have divided with h square. So I got the first one. This is your first identity relation. Now, I will be dividing by how much? By b square. Let me divide by b square. So when I divide by b square, I will be getting the next identity relation. So let us see what will be the next identity relation. So this is what? This is h by b. What is h by b? Hypotenuse by base. H by b is what? As you can see, b by h is cos theta. B by h is cos theta. So what is h by b? It will become sec theta. So this is sec square theta is equal to how much? Sec square p by b is 10. So it will become tan square theta plus 1. So this is your second identity relation. continuity. Let me write down here 1. 1 means first, here I'll write down 2. 2 means the second identity relation. So you'll be getting 2 more formula from here. You'll be getting 2 more formula from here. So what you can get? You can get from here sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. That is, this tan square you bring it to the left hand side, you got 1. Again, what will be the next? The next value, this one you bring it to the left hand side. So sec square theta minus 1 is equal to how much? It is equal to tan square theta. So once you remember this, you can easily get this. And once you remember this, you can easily get this. And you know how this has come, how this has come. Now how to get the third one? See, here I have divided by h square, here I have divided by b square. Now next, you will be dividing by what? You will be dividing by b square. So it will become h square is equal to p square plus b square. You divide by p square. P square, p square, p square. So when you divide by p square, what you are going to get? What is h by p? H by p means cosec. So it will become cosec square theta. Cosec square theta is equal to p square by p square is 1 plus this will become cot square theta. Because you won't be having any problem related to this. What is b by p? What is h by p? Because I have already discussed in my last video. So let's see. From here you can get another 2. So what are the next 2? Let's see the next 2 formula from here. So it will become cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. And what will be the next? The next will be cosec square theta minus 1 is equal to cot square theta. So I have even shown you the simplification, how this formula has come. So now what you will be doing is that you try to remember this. Okay, this is the first one, this is the second one, and here I'll write down number 3. This is the third one. You try to remember this 3 formula. Don't try to make it very complicated. Remember this, and remember this. So with the help of this 3 formula, you can solve the problem from your textbook. So let me take some example from your textbooks. From your exercise, I have taken exercise 8D, question number 1. They have asked you prove that. Let me solve this side. Let me solve it here. Because I will be using this formula, so it will be easy for you. Because from here I can see the formula and I can put it there. So let us see the first one. What you have to prove? 1 minus sine square theta into sec square theta must be equal to 1. So let us see how to do it. Number 1. Solution. You start with your LHS. You start with your left hand side. What is your left hand side? This is your left hand side. 1 minus sine square theta into sec square theta. Now, what is 1 minus sine square theta? 1 minus sine square theta, go to the first one. See here, this is your first one. What is 1 minus sine square theta? 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. This is 1. This is cos square theta into, in place of sec square theta, I can write down what? Because see, you have to get how much? You have to get 1. You have to get 1 means you should be able to cancel everything, and you have to get 1 in the right hand side. So in place of sec square theta, I won't be using this formula. As you can see, sec square theta is tan square theta plus 1. If I put tan square theta plus 1 here, it will become more complicated. So what I'll be doing is that, what is your sec square theta from your reciprocal relation? 1 by cos square theta. So this and this you cancel, you got 1. So therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. And this is proved. And this is proved. This is how you will be using this formula out here in solving your problem. So let me go to the next number. Let me solve one more number here. Let me go to the next number. So as you can see, the next number, 2 number 1, let me do it here. to number 1. You start again with the left hand side. You start with LHS. It is how much? 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta into 1 plus cot square theta. Again you have to get 1. Okay? So you see 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta. It is of which form? It is of the form a minus b into a plus b. When it is a minus b into a plus b, what you can write down? You can write down this one as a square minus b square. You can write it down as a square minus b square. So this can be written as 1 square minus 1 square is 1 minus cos square theta. 1 square minus cos square theta. And here 1 plus cot square. 1 plus cot square theta. What is 1 plus cot square theta? As you can see here, 1 plus cot square theta is cosec square theta. So I can use that. Cosec square theta. Now, what is 1 minus cos square theta? As you can see, 1 minus sin square is cos square theta. So what will be 1 minus cos square theta? From your first identity relation, this will become your sin square theta. And in place of cosec square theta, I can write down 1 by sin square theta. Sin and sin you can cancel. So you got it as 1, which is equal to RHS. And this is good. So I have done 2 numbers. So what you can do is that first of all, you try to remember the formula. The first 3 identity relation, you try to remember it. Once you remember the formula, whenever the problem comes, whenever you see this type of problems, when you have to use your identity relation, whenever you see the problem, try to think of all those formula, all those identity relations, how to use in solving the problem. If it is 1 minus cos square, then you can write it down as sin square. Like that. You have to think the problem, okay? You have to remember the problem, how to solve, okay? How to solve it, you have to remember it. See, 1 minus sin square, you have written as cos square. This problem can also be changed. They can write down 1 minus cos square also. If they write down 1 minus cos square, this also will change. They will make this one as cosec square theta, because 1 minus cos square is sin square, and here it will be cosec square theta, because cosec square is 1 by, it will become 1 by cosec square theta, 1 by sin square. So that way you can use, no problem. So the best thing you can do is that just remember the first 3 identity relation and you try to use in solving the problem. In solving the problem, keep on practicing, keep on practicing again and again. Then only you can solve. Don't just try to memorize it and go. You keep on practicing, okay? So with this I will conclude my video here, and in my next video I will be solving some more application from your identity relation. Okay then, thank you so much. See you in the next video.